Hello and welcome back to Modeling Manhood. For today's story, I just kind of want to talk about your mailbox, or maybe your post box if you live in a city or town. But your mailbox tells a lot about you and your interests. And I just want to run through my mail from the last 2 days. So I got successful farming, something from Buffalo City Missions, something about taking a big gun survey from Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, information to get a new American Express credit card, never had one of them, uh, fuel, electric bill, some surgical medical bills for my kids, and then I got Voice of the Martyr. And Voice of the Martyr is one of those organizations that does a lot of work on the front lines. And a lot of what they talk about and do is classified because the people that they have out in the field working put their lives in harm's way every single day to spread the gospel. And I haven't read this one yet, but it says Romans 10:15, how beautiful are the feet of those who preach the good news. And there are so many things that come in our mail each day that offer us opportunities to help or to donate or to get more credit, or sometimes just somebody collecting bills that haven't been paid, or taxes that are due, or this or that. But there's some good things that come in the mail. And this is definitely one of those organizations that does a lot of good, and I'm glad to be able to be one of their supporters. And kind of reminds me of Paul. And in chapter 22 of Acts, kind of what I'd like to talk today with you guys about. So Paul goes into details about why he's not welcome in Jerusalem anymore. So he had returned to Jerusalem and was praying in the temple and fell into a trance. And he heard something saying, "Make haste and get out of Jerusalem quickly, because they will not accept your testimony about me." And I said, "Lord, they themselves know that in one synagogue after another I imprisoned and beat those who believed in you. And even the blood of Stephen, your witness, was being shed as I myself was standing by and approving and watching over the garments of those who killed him." And Paul's talking here about who he was before his Damascus experience on the road, before when his name was Saul, and before he met Jesus on the road to Damascus. He's talking about all these people know this was my past. And maybe if we were to go back in your mail 5 or 6 years ago, your mail would look a little different. Maybe it would look the same. And maybe you'd have different bills or different magazine subscriptions or different things coming through your mailbox. And you know what? Paul is worried about what the people in Jerusalem are going to think because he has a past. And it goes on there when it's talking about Stephen. He was the first martyr that the Bible talks about. And he was there holding the garments for those who killed him. And in verse 21 it says, "And he said to me, 'Go, for I will send you far away.'" So in this dream, Paul is being told, get away from here. These people are still not ready for who I've turned you into and who I have a plan for. And Paul ends up being the largest writer of the most books in the Bible, and 14 books in all in the New Testament. But it says, "Go far away to the Gentiles." And I would classify myself as a Gentile because I have no Jewish descent or Hebrew in my bloodline. But I have been grafted into that olive tree. And I am so thankful that Paul listened to the advice and was willing to take the gospel message to a people that was hated by the Jews. And he showed them love and showed them who Christ was. And there are so many nations and groups of people on this earth today that are still hungry to hear the gospel or have never heard the gospel or just want to know that they are loved and that they were created for a purpose. And get behind some organizations that do that. One of the things that our church does is Operation Christmas Child, and there are some beautiful stories of getting the gospel message to nations and tribes that have never heard the name of Jesus. And we hear it all the time, and we hear people take that name in vain, but there is power in the name of Jesus, and that power has the ability to change lives, change nations, and change the face of this earth for our generation and for future generations to come. So I'm asking you, are you willing to be like Paul and go where he sends you? Go to the unlovable, those that are neglected, abandoned, widowed, orphaned. And just the next time you guys go to your mailbox, take a look at what's coming through your mail and see if that speaks character for who you are, or the character of God, and see what he's calling you to be. So that's my challenge for you guys today. Thank you for joining us here at Modeling Manhood, and just be praying for you guys and praying for direction as you seek out greater purpose for your calling in his kingdom. Thank you guys, and remember to mirror your maker and journey with Jesus.